With COVID-19 numbers rising statewide, it's important to remember the resources that are around you to help during the pandemic and how they were created. News 2's Antonio Stinson highlights a testing site here in the Lowcountry that was inspired by a couple of unique sources.
MUSC has a drive-in COVID-19 testing site in the parking lot of the old Citadel Mall, and they say that the creation of the site was inspired by an unlikely pair. The MUSC Drive-In COVID-19 testing site is the first of its kind on the East Coast, and the process is relatively simple.
You would go through our virtual urgent care where you get your initial screening. It's a series of questions. And if through that process it's determined that you have to get a specimen collected to see if you're COVID positive, we would actually funnel you through our drive-through.
The site now services around 500 patients a day, and Dr. Crawford says that the site can owe its efficiency to a popular fast food chain.
Chick-fil-A, they have the regular drive-through, just like any other drive-through. You're going to pull up, somebody through the speaker is going to ask you what you want, and you're going to go to one window, you're going to pay, then you're going to go to the next window, and you're going to get your food. But when you overwhelm that process, what's your default process? Well, guess what they do? They put somebody outside. So as soon as you go in, I already have the information of what you want. And you're not even going to make it to the window.
It was also inspired by one of America's most popular sports leagues.
If you see a NASCAR pit crew and how they're able to safely and efficiently get their car what it needs so they can travel up to 200 miles per hour, that absolutely is the inspiration. So if somebody's not feeling well, the last thing we want to do is to keep them in their car for hours and hours and hours.
They couldn't do it all by themselves, as MUSC partnered up with Clemson to extend their reach beyond the Lowcountry.
So if you think about what Clemson would help us do is to cover a broader area of the state as we do our specimen collections. They're just a wonderful partner and hopefully helping us flatten the curve.
Dr. Crawford told me that he hopes MUSC will be able to expand their sites to other parts of the Lowcountry and in South Carolina. Reporting from Goose Creek, Antonio Stinson, Count on 2.